All right. Can we forcibly enter common areas of an apartment complex in order to execute an arrest warrant? My name is Anthony Bandiero. I'm an attorney and senior legal instructor for Blue to Gold Law Enforcement Training, bringing you another roadside chat. All right, this question comes from an officer in Minnesota. He says, say we have a search warrant to arrest somebody at an apartment. So it's not an arrest warrant, it's a search warrant. And it says, 123 Main Street, Unit B. And we suspect that management would tip the person off, right? It's a criminal-friendly apartment complex. Could we force entry into the locked common door unannounced to get into the unit, preventing this person from escaping or invading a neighboring unit, right? Going into the other unit. Okay. Additionally, can we search all the common areas of the apartment building for a suspect once inside, right? Or does the common areas need to be included in a search warrant? So this is something that I've never seen litigated, and the reason why it's probably not going to be a constitutional issue. It's going to be a tort issue. But the first thing is we have a search warrant. We have a search warrant for that apartment. And that's also that when that judge signed off on that search warrant, he's also given you permission to get to that apartment, right? So I see no issue there. In fact, I do believe you have judicial authority to, if need be, to actually make a forced entry in that outer door in order to get to that apartment. I think that comes with the warrant. If the manager does not like it because they're criminal friendly and they want to sue you, they would sue you under a tort claim. This is not going to be a constitutional violation. Number one, it's the person that's getting arrested. They don't have standing to contest your entry in most cases. And B, breaking open this door in order to serve a search warrant, I do not believe is going to be of any constitutional dimension. I mean, if you really think about it, cops do kind of this stuff all the time, right? I mean, you can just Google search warrant execution and you can see cops, breaking stuff in order to kind of get to the location. So I don't really see an issue there. As far as searching the common areas, that's not, again, it's not going to be a constitutional issue. It's these places are not curtilage. They're not going to be able to, like, if they're in the let's say some kind of common sitting area or the pool area, and they get arrested there. I mean, heck, you don't need even a search warrant for that, right? That can be an on-view arrest. The same arrest as if the person sitting down eating a burrito at Chipotle, which is delicious. So I don't see that issue here. I wouldn't overthink this too much. If you know that you're going to have to make a forced entry into that lobby and so forth, and you don't want to go through the easy route, I absolutely would ask permission to do it. Do you need to? Probably not. Again, I've never seen this issue come up in any court case. Certainly the arrest will not be suppressed, but you may have to pay for a door. That's what I see going on here. So at the end of the day, my advice is this. If you know you're going to do this kind of damage and you're going to bypass this and you're going to have to break open doors, mention it in the warrant. That gives you express judicial approval to do it, so there's no question that you have the authority to do it. But you still may have to pay for a door. That doesn't mean that you don't have to pay for a door. That's two different issues, right? Constitutional claim, authority, and whether you have some tort liability. I hope this question helps. Get it right every single time. One issue I was going to bring up, just since we're here, is that in Minnesota, 609.605 is your trespass statute. I was thinking that maybe, just maybe, this could also be considered a trespass by police, because you're kind of like breaking into something and you don't, what if, in other words, what if a regular person like me does not live there, has no authority to even be there, right? And I break open the door. Could that be a criminal act? Maybe. Right? Malicious destruction of property. This wouldn't be malicious in this case because you have a warrant, but could this be like a trespass issue? I don't know. Maybe. I want you to think about that. That's why I would really like you to have judicial authority if you know you're going to do this. This way, if there's ever that claim that you're committing crimes while trying to go get your person and get them under arrest, that can be alleviated right there just with the, saying that you actually had judicial authority. So that was my only little take on that. But again, I just don't see this. It doesn't come into my wheelhouse that much. I hope this helps. If you like what we're doing right here, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Also keep in mind that Blue to Gold does webinars. We do them for free every single week, and you really should visit those. They're free to sign up. You just go to bluetogold.com, sign up for our webinars, And even if you can't attend, you'll get a free download link, a download link so you can watch it later. Okay? All right. I hope this helps, and keep making good case law.